Okay, so this is lesson 1.7, and we have seen that in math we have two types of expressions: numerical expressions and algebraic expressions. Numerical expressions only consist of numbers and mathematical operations, while algebraic expressions consist of numbers, variables, and mathematical operations, where variables are used to represent unknown values or an unknown number. Now here they're asking us to evaluate the following algebraic expressions. When they ask us to evaluate an expression, that means that they will give us a value for the variable that is used in the expression, and we want to see what will the result be if the variable is this value that is given to us. So in this case, we have that t as a variable, right? And then they are giving us to use t equals 4 and t equals -5. So let's begin with t equals +4. And what we do is we use the same algebraic expression, so 8t minus 1 plus 1, and then instead of t, we're gonna go ahead and replace that with the 4. So we will have 8 and then replace t with 4. I'm going to use parentheses. I always kind of like open parentheses and leave it blank, kind of like making me think that the t is going to go away, and then in its place we're going to put 4 and then plus 1. So now 8 times 4 is 32, and then plus 1 gives us 33. So the value of the algebraic expression when t equals 4 will be 33. Now let's go ahead and use t equals -5. And it's going to be the same process. So we have 8t plus 1, and then the 5 will be plugged in where the t is at. So it's kind of like the t being the main teacher and -5, it's the substitute teacher. So t has to go away so 5 can replace it. So we will have 8 and then parentheses -5 and plus 1. So we know that 8 times -5, it's -40. And then plus 1, this is going to give us -39. Since they have different signs, we find the difference, which is 39, and we have more negatives, so it's -39. Now for the next one, we have m plus 9m over 4m minus 9. So, and they are giving us the value of m equals 6 to plug in, and n equals -4. So what we want to do is replace m and n. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. We have m plus 9m over 4m minus n. And the 6, right, will replace m, and then m, and then this m as well, and the -4 will replace this n we have right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the m and the n and replace them with the actual values that are given to us. So m is 6 plus 9 times 6, and then 4 times 6 minus -4. So now if you notice, we have a fraction right here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go ahead and simplify the numerator, the denominator, and then either divide whatever answers I get or reduce the fraction. So here we have 6 plus 54, since 9 times 6 is 54, over 4 times 6 is 24. Now remember that negative and negative makes a positive, so we will have 24 plus 4. So this becomes 60 over 28. So I simplified the numerator and the denominator. Now I can reduce by 4. So 60 divided by 4 is 15. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. And 15 over 7 is the value of the algebraic expression when we plug in 6 for m and -4 for n. Now for the last exercise, we have 6u squared minus 5uv plus 4. And this one's really similar to the previous one, where u will be -1 and v will be -4. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite our expression 6, right? We have u squared minus 5uv plus 4. Now I know that I'm going to be plugging in -1 here and here. And then I will be plugging in -4 for v, which is here. So I'm going to get rid of the variable values, and I'm going to replace them for the actual values that are given to us. So for u, we have -1, so this is -1, -1, and then for v, we have -4. By order of operations, we know that we first have to do the exponent. So -1 times -1, this is going to give us a +1. So we're gonna have 6 times +1. And then -5 times -1 times -4, and then +4. Then we can go ahead and multiply. 6 times 1 is 6. -5 times -1 gives you +5, and then times -4, it's going to give you -20, and then +4. So the multiplication of these 3 gives us -20. Then 6 minus 20 is -14, plus 4, that's going to give us -10. Again, we find the difference because they have different signs. So the difference between 14 and 4 is 10. However, we have more negatives, so it's going to be a -10.